So after the rapture, after the Great Tribulation, Jesus is going to come down with the saints, those who are raptured or were believers that got raised from the dead. And they're going to reign for 1,000 years and establish God's kingdom. Those who became believers during the Great Tribulation are still going to have their mortal bodies. So they're still going to have sin nature, and they're still going to eventually die, but they're going to live for much longer lives. Like those who live to 100 are going to be like an infant. But those who were taken in the rapture are going to have their immortal bodies. And those who are raised from the dead are going to also have their glorified bodies. So they won't be able to die and won't have their sin nature. Those who are in their mortal bodies are going to repopulate the earth, and then their children are going to have to decide, living and reigning with Jesus and seeing him, to still repent and believe, or they're going to be ungrateful that they were born in that era and choose to want to rebel against God. So after the 1,000 years, Satan is going to be let loose for one more short season and deceive those who were wanting to rebel against God and were ungrateful or be deceived by Satan. And then God is going to then cast Satan into the lake of fire along with those that chose him. Now, while I was reading this part of Revelation, I was like, why would God want Satan to be released after we just spent 1,000 years of peace, abundance, and prosperity? Those who are born during the millennial reign will still have to make the choice. And since they'll still have their sin nature, they'll still be able to be deceived by Satan. But those who have their glorified bodies will not be able to be deceived by Satan. Anyways, that's just what I think. So it's better to believe now in Jesus and repent now than to repent during the Great Tribulation, so that you have your glorified body and won't have your sin nature anymore. Anyways, I think a lot of people focus on the rapture and then, the apocalypse, Great Tribulation, but there's a lot to look forward to still. The millennial reign is going to be amazing. If you enjoyed this video and it was useful to you in any way and you would like to support our ministry, I would appreciate that a lot. My Cash App is Tiana Leek.